Kiss Iceris. She smiles warmly as you draw near. Don't worry, I don't stay upset long. Something I can do for you? I do have some questions. I did talk to Kimaxi, and she told me she's your half-sister, and that Ravel is your mother. She snarls, her eyes blazing with malice. That... Hells, how can I loathe that woman? How I loathe that woman. Why would you even believe that sort of tripe? She says you deny it, and in fact may not know it, but it's true. She said that you could talk to your father, that he would tell you.
My journal.
She stares at you silently for a time. Give me a moment. She turns from you and begins to mutter softly. The air seems to shimmer around her slightly and fills with a coppery smell, like warm blood. She remains turned away from you for a moment before finally coming to face you. I did not want to believe what that wicked hag may have been my mother. I have lived long, and I do not appear to age, and have disturbing dreams sometimes. I do not wish to be an inheritor of the evil she has caused, nor draw the lady's gaze as my mother did. Such evil things she did. Okay, it looks like she's admitting to it. I need you to give me a piece of yourself, Kisai. Actually, tell me a bit about her. That might be useful. I heard she would pose impossible riddles to people, riddles she could answer but no one else could. She would devour the person if they answered incorrectly, or leave them dangling in her horrifying gardens as examples to all. Those few who somehow escaped, she tormented in their dreams, riding them like steeds, breaking their wills and hurling their souls into the colorless oblivion of the grey waste. Her magic was said to be beyond anything most had ever seen. It was imagination woven from nightmare and given substance. Stone and solid shapes bent to her will like soft clay. The laws of the plains would bend beneath her feet, and from nothing she could weave illusion. From illusion, weave realities that could horrify and kill and confound. She was a mistress of all the dark arts, mistress and master of them all. She hounded as a governor that dared quote sigil law to her with shadows of that devoured him, all but his tongue, his fingers, and the flesh of his face. She turned mercy killers inside out and shattered buildings of those who displeased her. Terrible, terrible powers were at her command. She changed her shape like water, and would use it to destroy some for her amusement, and to steal knowledge from others. She was a monster, like all those that had been spawned from the grey waste. In the end, she threatened to open the cage and let the fury of the plains come rolling in, like a wave. Fortunately, she did not succeed. She existed solely to cause malice. I do not know if she is dead, but I know now that she was my mother. Her shoulders slump and her head hangs down. Oh, that I had tears so I could weep with my sorrow. Would we try and comfort her? I think so, just in the interest of getting cooperation. She suddenly falls into your arms, shuddering as if she were racked with sobs. For a time she simply stands there, clinging to you, then she pushes away. Thank you, but I'll be fine. I just need some time to think about it, that's all. Well, okay, I need you to give me a piece of yourself, Kisai. She looks alarmed. Pardon? The portal key to Revel's maze is a piece of her, and you are of her blood. It is close enough. She gasps. You intend to seek her out? Her surprise quickly changes to an expression of wariness. What would you need of me? Your blood, most likely. Only a drop or two, I'm sure. She nods. But do you have some way to carry it? A piece of cloth, like a handkerchief or something, you know? No, I don't. She sighs, looking around. I'm sure there's one in the brothel somewhere. Bring it here when you find it, alright? I'll give you the blood then. I'm sure when I have a handkerchief. So, or there'd be clothing in here. Oh, Finem's book. What's that? Have some questions, Louis? Alright, well, looks like I can't get any clothing from there. Might soak it up.
Locked.
Handkerchief, that will do. Okay. So what's this? A research journal of the linguist named Finem. Curious.
I'm gone.
Alright. I have your handkerchief.
Updated my journal.
She takes a handkerchief and gingerly pricks the tip of her finger on one of her fangs. After letting several drops of blood soak into the cloth, she returns it to you. You're placing yourself in grave danger, you know. Even if the stories on my mother are greatly exaggerated, she's horribly powerful and completely evil. Good luck. Okay, so we've got the key. I don't know what the sensory stone meant by unlocking the key. But it seems like the next place to go is the foundry. And since we now have a receipt of Sliver Foundry, we might have a way to get in. Before I do that, though, let's go talk to Fel, the tattoo person. And he is just on the other side of this district. Should be good.
I'm gone.
This is one of Fel's studios, is it not? I have long wanted to meet him.
And now you will get a chance.
Feeling I have to ask,
Ah!
where did you get that accent?
Shut up, Mort!
Accent? What are you on about?
Never mind.
Fel turns to face you. I have some questions. Did you do the tattoos on his arm? What for others? No, actually I think I've already seen this. The unloved one who loves one who does not love. So that was definitely Daenerys. One who does not see what others see and sees what others do not. One who is familiar and bound with duty. One who is a slave and his chains are words. Okay. I think we've seen this all before, and it's pretty mysterious to me.
I'm gone.
So, save. Ow?
I'm gone.
What? Barking Wilder? Okay. Greetings? As you are about to speak, Anna grabs you and hisses. Are you daft? There are another word to that one. One of the starved dogs he is. Oh yeah. You're right, let's go. One of those folks.
We need to
I'm
say
gone.
on Kip now.
Alright.
I must rest.
Alright, well our party members are getting tired. And I could probably take a bit of a break from this game too. So, what I will do, we'll get to the lower ward. And if it's not too late in the day,
Done.
yeah, it's 6:57 a.m. in the morning, what I'm going to do is get a room, rest for 8 hours, and I'll resume next time. But before I rest, I am going to do all the level ups, because I think we had a few this session. So very quickly, just accept that one, and I get to allocate 2 character points. Say Constitution to give ourselves a bit more health. Dagon, just accept. Anna, okay, I get to distribute some thief skills. You're starting to use pickpockets a bit more now, so I'll put a whole bunch in there. Morta doesn't get a level up. Fall from Grace doesn't get a level up, and Ignis does not get a level up. How about spells? Okay, you've got a crap ton of fiery spell stuff. It's good. You don't have spells, you don't have spells. You've got a new slot. Just for variety, I have that. Shield do? Globe of force that protects the caster from physical attacks. Best out is an AC 3 against all attacks and +1 to saving throws. How is that different from armor? Alright, and this actually stops cumulative damage. I'm not sure which is better. I do like magic missile, so I think I'll just keep that this the way it is. We'll add another ice knife, because that seems to be a pretty useful spell. Axe of Torment. Right, I remember reading about this one. I'll give that one a try. We don't have any. We don't have anything we can put in the level 4 spells. That's a shame. We do have fire and ice, which a red sphere of fire and blue sphere of ball, a blue sphere of ice and a red sphere of fire shall streak forth and quickly strike down the target of your choosing. Inflicts 3 to 18 points of fire damage upon all within range, and cold damage for the other one. Alright. Nice. So we do need to get some level 4 spells at some point. Oh, you know what? Before I do that, see if I can buy and sell some stuff. Merchant of Magic. Yeah, I think we can probably sell the Frost Ale mug. Why not? I think there was another one in Vrishika's store. Strange chunk of rock? Why do we have that? Oh, that was the... Wasn't that a ring? Well, anyway. I think Anna had a few things. Rusty dagger cannot be sold. Right, we'll sell bandages. They're practically useless. Right, now what about buying? No, I don't really see any scrolls.
You say we get rid of Ignis, alright? I mean, he's burning his candle at both ends.
I'm
You
gone.
know what I mean.
Yeah. I do want to get some heart charms, or whatever those are called. Not sure if this is the place to do that. Not you. Alright, this is a bit of a roundabout way of getting there. Alright. Everyone, get out of the way. Cinder. I'm gonna need some spells. Alright. Here we go. Cone of Cold. That's a level 5. Do you have any level 4? Cloak of Warding. I know some damage spells. It's level 3. Vampiric Touch. Oh. Something between 5,000. Force Missiles. Uh-huh. Allows user to cast Force Missiles. That sounds good. There are a few others here, but somehow I suspect that's going to be my favorite. And let's also sell the extra scrolls, if we have not already done so. Yeah. Now, who was selling... Oh, it might have been the first guy we were talking to, Alec, who sold charms. Or it might have been the guy outside. I'll sell one... Oh, no. Alright, forget it. I'll sell whatever I can to you. Forgot that you had that battle axe, but you can't sell it. Instead, what I'll do is I'll just buy... Oh, hang on. Heart charms are expensive. Alright, I want a whole bunch of blood charms. Yeah, that's our go-to healing item. So let's just buy a whole bunch. 2, 4, 5, 6. And if I can get around to the other guy, I will sell some of the weapons that we don't really need anymore. How many am I at? 22. I think we can go... Well, let's just buy a whole bunch of these and then... we've still got money. Got 26. We'll get a room. No, no, please, Nameless One, go over here. Just talk to him from the other side of the counter like most people would do. Alright. Sell your enchanted battle axe. Sell your rusty dagger. Sell battle axe? I think we're good. Strange chunk of rock. Let me take a look at that. It's a unique artifact. The gurgling stone gullet of Lapal the Gross is not as well known as most artifacts tend to be. No wars have been waged over it, no betrayals, no epic journeys into the underworld, only a few moralizing sorcerers, a fat man and his stomach. As legend goes, he's a promised practitioner of the art, sorcerer's apprentice to one of the last seers. Pierce had filled his wine goblet with an elixir of turning flesh to stone to teach the rotund student a lesson. Consumed such great amounts of food and drink during the mass, however, that it diluted the potion's effects. Complaining of a stomach ache hours after the feast, the local healers discovered that Lapal's stomach had turned to stone, and he was still capable of digesting food. Lived the rest of his days happily eating, though slightly heavier than before. When he finally died, his stomach was removed as an oddity, and since then, it has wandered the plains in search of new stomachs. To use the artifact, one must consume it. It has the consistency of stale bread. So doing will turn the eater's stomach into the stone gullet. Devouring the stone gullet of Lapal will grant the user the blessing of stone and rock and slight resistance to stomach acid. Okay. I'll just give that there. I don't know if I'm going to use that. We've got a whole bunch of interesting items.
In my spell book.
So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to set those spells so that when we wake up, they will be available to us. Alright, so that's all for today. Next time, we'll go to the Foundry, the Godsman's Foundry. Yeah, great Foundry. And I suspect that's where we will find the portal to where we need to go. At least, the place of fire and steel, that sounds like it. So, and that's all for now. Let's buy a room? Yeah. Alright, so everyone, be well, take care, bye-bye.